Welcome to the International Space Station Flight Control Room. Of course, the big news for the day is the move of the spacewalk that was scheduled for 6:10 a.m. this morning to 6:10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And to tell us a little bit about what was behind that move, we have here with us the Integration and Operations Manager for the space station, Kenny Todd. Thanks for joining us, Kenny.
It's my pleasure.
All right, so I guess the decision was made yesterday by the mission management team. So can you tell us what they were looking at and why they decided to move the spacewalk?
Sure. We had a lot of good discussion yesterday. Obviously, the first order of business is the condition of the suits. How good do we feel about them being able to go out the hatch? Um, at the end of the day, when you look, the suits we judge to be in good shape based on the ground testing that we've done of the failed units that returned, as well as the suits themselves on orbit and how they performed. One of the things that we did do was put in a list of what we would term the watch criteria. It's basically a list of things that we're going to monitor during the spacewalk. That things are a little bit outside the normal of what we would monitor, and that's going to take a little bit of extra time to get that integrated with the ops team that's going to be on console. If we were in a contingency type of EVA where the clock was running, I felt very confident we could have gone out today. But in football terms, over the last couple of weeks, we've kind of gone the length of the field here, and we're right here at the goal line, getting ready to go do the CVA, and we had enough time. It was okay. We could call a timeout, make sure everybody had to play, and that's what we decided to do. Had we not had the time, we could have done it. But I think the better part of valor is probably to take that timeout, let the team get ready, and ready to run the play.
So we should be good and ready to go tomorrow at 6:10.
Absolutely.
But I know this is the first of 3 spacewalks, and how does this affect the future dates of the remaining 2?
What we're going to do is we slid 24 hours the first spacewalk. We're going to slide the second spacewalk 24 hours as well, from the 24th to the 25th. At this point, we're going to try to hold the third one on the first. That's been the plan all along, and we'll adjust as we need to. But our plan right now is try to stick to the first.
Okay, and I know Barry Wilmore is coming up on the end of his, so hopefully we can get those in as scheduled before he leaves.
You bet. He's certainly the guy that's trained. He interior trained these EVAs, so I think everyone would like to see us go ahead and get that done while he's still on board. At the end of the day, we're going to do the right thing from a safety standpoint. But as long as the suits continue to treat us well, and we're moving forward in the objectives of the EVAs, then we're going to try to stay the course, get them done before he leaves.
Sure. Well, you mentioned that one of the things that the team here on the ground was looking at were the protocols they'd use for the suits if anything did happen. I know we wouldn't expect anything to happen, but we're always ready for the what ifs. So what would we do if there is a problem with the fan on the spacesuits tomorrow?
The failure of a fan pump SEP that's an acknowledged failure. There is the potential and for other reasons that it could fail, and so our procedures as written currently accommodate the actions you would take if the fan pump SEP fails. What we're doing a little bit different now is we're being a little more conservative. If we do have a fan pump SEP failure, we're not going to spend a lot of time trying to restart the fan and continue the EVA, which is what we would do nominally.
Okay.
In the situation where we know we probably got a little bit of corrosion in those bearings, and if for some reason we've missed something in our analysis that says the fan's going to continue to run, and for some reason it does stop, our first thought is we're going to terminate the EVA at that point and go ahead and start bringing the crew back in. So we'll do an orderly cleanup, and then we'll bring the crew back in.
Okay. Well, getting on, I guess, to the more exciting news. It's been a while since we've done any assembly work on the space station. It's all been maintenance for a while now. So how does it feel to be getting back to that?
Well, I keep coining it kind of the reassembly. It's exciting. The challenge is going to be continuing to make forward progress on our science and our research program at the same time. I think we've got a good balanced way to do that, but it's going to be different to see big modules moving around again on space station, and when you look longer term at what this is going to do for us in terms of being able to meet our goals for commercial crews and commercial cargo vehicles going forward, it's going to be exciting, and again, that's just another step on that path to commercializing low Earth orbit, and we're excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, and that is, I guess, the exciting ultimate outcome that we're looking at is the arrival of those first commercial crew vehicles carrying astronauts up to the space station. So I'm sure the whole program is looking forward to that.
Absolutely. It's when you get in a program like this that's multiple decades, you have to know that over time things are going to adjust, and this emergence of the commercial crew industry is exciting, and again, I think that if we can satisfy those goals and objectives for them, that'll give us an opportunity to start looking a little further into the solar system and what we might be able to accomplish there as NASA and an international partnership. So it's fun and it's exciting. We're looking forward to transforming the station and trying to help those guys get into low Earth orbit.
Absolutely, a milestone not just for NASA but also for the United States, right?
Absolutely. This is again, this is part of our foundation as a country to do these kinds of things like exploration, and it's fun. It's fun to be a part of it, and it's fun to have a station program that's doing as much as we can, looking down and trying to help our planet, but at the same time looking up and trying to figure out how to help that next generation take that next step.